we're walking today to raise money to help find a cure for diabetes because my son Brady, who's 9, was diagnosed with diabetes about 2.5 years ago.
My dad has type 1 diabetes, and so I've always been around the disease and familiar with the disease through my dad.
Both my parents are diabetic. My mom is type 1 and my dad is type 2. And so I first got involved because I didn't want my children to have to go through what my parents have gone through.
I feel like so bad for people who have diabetes because they could be very sick and they just couldn't be healthy if we weren't finding a cure.
I started walking for my mother, who passed away 6 years ago. You know, every day that I wake up, I think about her, and had, you know, we done something sooner, maybe she'd still be here today walking with us.
If you ever thought about coming out to the Step Out Walk to fight diabetes, there is no reason to stay home.
My daughter, Paige, she's 6 years old. She developed diabetes when she was 3 years old. This has been something that makes us feel like we can do something. Sometimes you feel kind of helpless with diabetes, and this makes us feel like we can just kind of do something and be involved.
I'm very concerned about the increase in diabetes among children, and having grandkids of my own now, I want to do everything that we can collectively to stop this disease.
The mission of the American Diabetes Association is to prevent and cure diabetes and to improve the lives of all people affected by diabetes.
I think everyone can learn from those that have diabetes and the lifestyle, the diabetic lifestyle of exercise and nutrition and making good decisions and being consistent with those.
It's spreading, you know, it's not going down, rather it's growing. And it's something that I do think we can find a cure to, so it's something that's worth putting the effort behind.
Something's going to happen. All these people here believe, you know, in the future, and that something, you know, that good things are coming, and, you know, this is just kind of one step along the way.
Just know, by being here today, by stepping out and walking with your friends and family and co-workers, you're making a big difference in the lives of people around us.
Red Striders are any participants, any walkers who have type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, or gestational diabetes. This walk is about the Red Striders. They're why we're here. They're our friends, our neighbors, our mothers, daughters, our sons. They are the reason that we come to walk.
Just to see all the people that are here and to see all the Red Striders, and I think that was really neat for Paige to see other people that have diabetes, and, you know, she doesn't always see that very often, so, you know, it's really neat for her too.
Come to the Step Out Walk to fight diabetes. Help us stop diabetes.
We need everybody to come out and help stop diabetes.
It's very important in our business that we have a responsibility to the community where we live. And so I pretty much went and knocked on doors and said, look, this is something that impacts our employees, it impacts our culture, it's so important, it aligns with our values, and would you consider donating? And they have.
I'm walking to help stop diabetes.
We appreciate everybody who fundraises, and every year we have those select few who raise the bar so high that they qualify as being VIPs at our walk.
Fundraising teams, family teams, organizational teams, company-sponsored teams. They are the best teams if we can get a company to sponsor a team.
Talking to some of our friends and clients and getting them to understand what diabetes is all about and the impact that they can have.
Thank you for being here, man.
I think if people out there see that Ryder is supportive of this wonderful organization and trying to find a way to eliminate this horrible disease, other big corporations will get involved. We've been fortunate to be the #1 fundraising team, but again, it's not about that part of it. It's about just finding a cure.
Did you know that teams who fundraise online raise an average of $2,000 more than teams who don't? It's quick, it's painless, and it's easier than you think. And if you have difficulty asking your friends, family, and coworker for donations face-to-face, this is the perfect solution. One Denver walker raised over $1,000 in 1 week from one email. It can work for you too.
important to all of us to get involved, to do all that we can to make sure that one day this disease no longer exists and we read about it in history books.
I want to find the cure for diabetes.